I got rejected in multiple interviews, like around 6 interviews I got rejected, and learned new thing from every interview. After depression for some time, not for long time, just for 15 days, I realized it that it is not worthy to feel depressed, because your time will come too. You need to raise so early. Okay, so there is no need to get depressed of anything else in this world, because everything happens for a cause. Everything will become good if you are good, think good, do good, be good. So after that, your time will come for sure. This is a misconception. Like, if you have a valid reason to switch your company, whether you are not satisfied with the package, or if you are not satisfied with the work culture or work, all of these are valid reasons, and you can explain to your next company why you are quitting the current company, right? So I'm Deepika. I'm from Guntur, which is located in Andhra Pradesh. I graduated in 2021 from Gayatri Vidya Parishad College of Engineering, which is located in Visakhapatnam. I started my career from Amazon as an intern, as a system development engineer intern. After that, I got rejected in PPO, and then I got selected as software engineer at Paytm. I worked there for 6 months, and then again went for Amazon as software development engineer, full-time engineer. So yeah, this is my professional journey. Today, don't hesitate to ask any questions. I'm very happy to share anything else. I'm very happy to make anyone learn anything from my journey. Yeah.
Got it. So first of all, thank you so much, Deepika, for taking out some time and joining me here. I'm glad to
Yeah.
have you on the podcast. So tell us something about your college life, like about did you prepare for JE or something, and then how you got into college.
Mm-hmm. So I dreamt to join NIT. I didn't dream for IIT though. I didn't take any coaching for it. So I just joined the NPL course, which is offered by Sri Chaitanya. It is for NIT. So I along with my classmates were always dreaming about getting into an IIT. NIT. So we worked pretty much hard, and I was studying in only girls college. It is specifically for girls, and we always use it to keep our books in front, and we don't even sleep sometimes. We just keep on learning about the things to get into NIT. But unfortunately, at that in that year, the maths questions were very complex at that time in an IT paper. So I mean JEE mains paper. So we were not able to crack JEE. I got something. I qualified between. I got something around 99 in marks, and the rank is around maybe 70,000 out of 10 lakh, 70,000. And my dreams got shattered, and I got placed in Gayatri Vidya Parishad College of Engineering because I got 7,000 MSET rank. After inter, we will have MSET, right? So in
Okay.
MSET, I got 7,000 rank, and then I got seat in Gayatri Vidya Parishad after third counseling.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
You are into engineering college, like you get into the engineering college. So, how did you get to know the idea of placement, and when did you heard this word? Like in starting, you were also into college. Ki, okay, let's enjoy or something. So, how did you get to know about placements or something?
I get to know about placements in second year, second sem. Second year, second sem. In the first year, I was just clueless, just like you guys. I don't know about anything else. Like, I just know about C, nothing else. We used it to learn C in first year, right? And
Yeah.
nothing else. I even don't know about these platforms where HRs hire us, right? So these platforms like Naukri, LinkedIn, I was completely unaware of them. When I got into third year, second sem, I came to know about LinkedIn. And
Hmm.
our placements already started. When I was applying to the companies, they were asking the LinkedIn link. At that time, I came to know that LinkedIn is there. So that is a very big miss from my side, not knowing about LinkedIn. So basically, how it all started is I got into first year. Um, and luckily I got five friends with me, no, six friends with me. We are all a batch where all of us has these similar ideas, and we use it to exchange our ideas, like I know this, what do you know, like that. So they use it to learn passionately, they use it to program passionately, and they used to share these are the openings we have. Like we were aware of this hacker rank, code chefs, pause, lead code. We were aware of all of these in the first year itself. But I thought like, okay, we'll enjoy in the first year. I don't want to waste my time in all of them. And my friends used to keep on practicing like anything. Like we were competing among ourselves, like who can solve the problem first. So it all started in second year, first sem. I started rigorously working on these competitive programming platforms. So we were not concentrating on DSA. That is also a big miss from my side. So if I was concentrating on DSA and then programming parallelly on competitive programming, I would have earned even more star rating in any of those coding platforms. So don't neglect DSA over competitive programming. So if you kept on doing competitive programming, at one point of time you will get stuck, and you will be able to solve only the first three problems, and you can't go beyond that with because of the lack of approaches. You don't know how to solve them. So if you learn DSA, it will make you think like which DSA we can apply to this particular problem. So that's what the problem I faced. And luckily, these friends, whenever they solve the problem, right, they'll share the solution to me. Like not during the context, whenever the contest is live, if I ask them to share the solution, they'll never share. They'll never share, and they'll ask me to try it for 2 to 3 days. We used to participate in 3 day long challenge. So they made me learn everything. They taught me basically. So we use it to collect ideas, like whatever we should do, like what to do in order to make our resume strong. And we collectively applied for the NPTEL certification courses. We all together did that. So that is also a big plus on my resume, NPTEL. And luckily, our college gave us free Cisco courses, networking courses.
Okay.
Cisco networking, you might be aware of it.
Yeah.
So that is a big advantage. And our college also taught us Python by buying some platform and gave it for free for us.
Hmm.
So we learned Python there. I basically started my programming from Java on competitive programming platforms. I started from Java and then shifted to Python. I
Hmm.
kept on solving problems in Python. I found Python is really easy when compared to the other languages. If the logic is same, whatever time it takes, it will get solved. The problem will get resolved.
Hmm.
So yeah, that's how it went.
Okay.
And
Okay.
we never use it to learn our academic subjects. We use it to learn only one day before the exam. We will distribute the subject among ourselves. We have 6 members, right? So this chapter, you will learn this chapter, you will learn this chapter, and then we will meet together the next day, the exam day. We will have exam in the afternoon, we will meet in the morning, and then we explain each other only by listening. We wrote the exams only by listening the content from others. Yeah,
That's so
that's
awesome.
how
Like your
it's.
friends and your friend circle is so good, I guess.
Yeah, yeah, I'm blessed to have that. I
Okay.
always suggest to be around like-minded people. Not like like-minded doesn't mean if you are thinking some shit, be among a shitty people. It is not like that. Always choose the best circle, and who thinks beyond the line and who teaches you something. Observe that and be in their cycle.
Hmm. Okay, okay,
You will
okay.
be the gem too.
Okay, Deepika, let's break the story. Like, if someone, like, if you have to go back in your journey and start coding from basics, like, if you have first year, second year, third year, and fourth year, so what you will do, like, exact plan, what's the roadmap for a first year guy who is just entered into college and want to crack some big companies? So, what's the roadmap from your side?
That's a good question. So, first of all, we need to choose one language. Try multiple languages. Choose your best language. Like for example, for me, Python seemed to be the right language and easy language to develop something or to program something. I chose Python after looking into C, Java. Like I experimented my problem solving with three languages: C, Java, and Python. Out of these three, I thought Python is very easy and convenient for me to solve the problems. So likewise, you need to find your convenient language. Explore the languages. Explore C. C++ is a very good language, C++, but I find it very difficult, so I didn't learn it. So C, C++, Java, and Python, these are the main languages which will help you to solve any problem. Um, like oops languages will help you, but there are few limitations, like while hiring, like other companies, like whenever the other companies are hiring, they will give only three options like C++, Java, and Python. You don't have the option to choose the other languages. That's why I'm saying it's better to choose from these four basically. So start with C. You will always learn C in the first year, and then explore the other languages. Choose one language. For example, I chose Python, and then I started solving problems like anything in HackerRank.
Hmm.
HackerRank will give you the basic idea how the problems will look like, how the test cases will look like, how you should write the problem to solve all these test cases, and everything will be learned from the HackerRank itself. As it is a very basic level, you will be able to solve one after the other problem, and you will get the confidence that yes, I'm able to solve this particular problem and I'm improving day by day. It will even teach you different concepts with different problems. So I strongly suggest to start with HackerRank. In second year, first sem, I started HackerRank and then got 4-star in Java and 5-star in problem solving, and I love to solve problems in HackerRank because they seem easy to me relatively to the other problems, other platforms. So start with HackerRank. After you feel like you are comfortable with the competitive programming, like solving problems online, if you are comfortable with it, and if you are comfortable thinking that you are able to make all the test cases pass, then move to CodeChef. In CodeChef, we use it to attend only contests. We use it to use that platform for only contests. CodeChef. And then Hacker Earth, we use it to use that Hacker Earth for hiring challenges. We use it to attend the hiring challenges even though we are not applicable for that hiring challenge, just to experience how it looked like. So yeah, that is it. After that, learn DSA. As I said, um, start start attending the coding competitions in CodeChef, and parallelly learn DSA and see how you are improving, how many problems you are able to solve after learning DSA, new concepts, basically new concepts in DSA. And after each and every contest ends, go through the editorials and see this particular problem, what kind of DSA are we using in this particular problem. If I face the same problem in the next contest, am I able to solve it? Not necessarily the same problem, but the same concept. concept inside it. The problem will never be the same. Like if they say Ravi in one problem, they say Suresh in another problem. So it is about logic, pattern. You need to catch that pattern. What kind of pattern is it? What kind of DSA are we using in this particular problem? So what is the pattern? When do we use this DSA? What is the pattern in this particular problem? So whenever this same problem comes in the next context, am I able to solve it? Like that.
Hmm.
Yeah, that is all about it. That
So,
is how you start it.
hmm.
And
so
then there will be no breaks. You will go on solving the problems.
hmm. You didn't talk about development. So, what's about that side?
Development is not at all necessary to a SD1 or fresher. Basically, no company will expect development from fresher, but it is good to have projects on your resume. Like projects is one thing and LLD is one thing. LLD is important for the interviews. So I didn't separately learn LLD, but I invested my time in learning OOPS, which in turn helped me to write LLD on the spot whenever they asked, whenever the HR, I mean, interviewer asked. So, yeah. Uh, Coming to the development skills, you can have one web project and one ML project. I had two ML projects on my resume, which were done in my third year and final year as minor and major projects. I included them in the resume. I didn't do anything else other than that related to development. It is not at all necessary, and you just need to invest your time in learning OOPS properly, and
Hmm.
invest your time in practicing LLD, low
Hmm.
level design.
Hmm. Okay, got it. So in first year, you choose the language, and then you start doing CP and like DSA problems at the end of second year, right? And then third year, you can go into development and make some projects for your resume.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Yes.
Deepika, you were so
And get
active on.
exposure to Git too.
Okay, get up. Yeah. So,
Yeah.
Deepika, you are also so much active on LinkedIn. So, what do you think LinkedIn, how can LinkedIn help college students to crack like exams or get the internship or like the companies? How is LinkedIn helpful?
Man, it is extremely helpful. Don't lose any opportunity which will be posted on LinkedIn. Now the time is not good because of this recession and all. But previously, at my time, there used to be a lot of hirings in LinkedIn. They used to post the intern openings. I am supposed to do the internship in second year itself, but I got the internship in third year. I would have got another internship, for example, Adobe maybe. If I have applied, I might get into Adobe and got 3 months of internship, which may add a lot of value to my resume. So I regret it every day. So don't take LinkedIn for granted. Always use LinkedIn. Always be on LinkedIn. Surf in LinkedIn. So use it just for hirings, not for learnings. I don't think like learnings in the sense learning experiences is the best thing. So I share my experiences in LinkedIn. Someone reads that will get benefited a lot.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
you can learn experiences from LinkedIn and apply for jobs in LinkedIn, but not knowledge, I think so, because it is just a blog post, right? There will be no much content in it. So just use it for learning experiences like road paths, knowing
Hmm.
about the road maps, and applying for the jobs. They'll hire even in the third year itself. Whenever you are in the third year, for example, for now they'll hire for 2024 graduates, even for 2025 graduates, which means that you will be getting the internship at second year and also in third year. Got it? So you'll be getting two internships. Always start searching for the internships in your second year itself. Second year, second sem. In the second year, first sem, you can practice all the DSA problems and be ready to get the internships at your in your second year. So yeah, always reach out to the employees to query about the internships and then apply for the internships.
Hmm.
Uh,
Okay, okay. Deepika, let's talk about your Amazon story, like how you got into Amazon and what's your preparation journey. And when you get you have to do Amazon or you have to crack Amazon. Before Amazon, you also have worked with PayPal. So what's the journey?
Paytm.
Paytm,
Yeah.
sorry.
So luckily, I got into Amazon as a system development engineer intern in my third year. So at that time, I was knowing complete DSA, all the concepts of DSA, and how to apply DSA. I learned all of them at that time, and then our system development engineer intern interview was around operations like networking, OS, and DSA. They asked two DSA questions and all about this. Like in the first round, they asked two DSA questions. In the second round, they just squeezed all the DSA knowledge from me. Like they didn't ask about the problem solving. They just asked about how we use DSA, in what scenarios we use DSA. He gave me
Approach.
the real time examples. Like for example, this person came to us, he is a client to us, and we have his data. We want to search this particular element that he bought to us. How will you search it in a pile of elements? What is the best approach? Like that. It is all about theory. He was
Hmm.
asking me about theory for 1 hour. Whatever I know, he wanted to know that I know all the DSA concepts. So that is how it happened. So after that interview, I got shortlisted. We had two rounds basically. So after, for the internship, we only have two rounds, one and two. Two will be some a bit difficult when compared to one. So after these two, I got the internship and joined the internship and worked like anything. I worked like anything in internship. I didn't even know what API is when I joined an intern. So I was growing gradually. Those 6 months changed my life basically. I don't know anything. No, I don't know even what is AWS, but I did work with AWS services in Amazon and DBs, databases, and front end, back end API. I developed the API. Um, so like this, we had multiple experiences there. We were three interns at the time, so they had only one system development engineer opening. So at that time, this shortlisted only one intern, and then they rejected two interns, even though they performed okay, they performed well. Because of the lack of this opening, they rejected the
Yeah.
two interns. And then I got rejected. After that I got into depression for some time, not for long time. Just for 15 days I realized that it is not worthy to feel depressed, because your time will come too. You need to
Yeah.
raise so early. Okay. So there is no need to get depressed of anything else in this world, because everything happens for a cause. Everything will become good if you are good. Think good, do good, be good. So after that, your time will come for sure. So my PPO got rejected. After that, I took 3 months gap. In that 3 months, I got rejected in July. After that, August, September, October, I got into Paytm. I joined in Paytm on October 2nd.
Okay.
Okay. So I got 3 months, and then I started from the scratch again to brush off my DSA knowledge. I just forgot about everything because I was completely working on development rather than DSA, right? So there is no overlap between those two. They are so different wings basically. You apply DSA in development, but not that much. You just use if and else everywhere, for loops, if else, while, everywhere in your development code. not too much about DSA. You don't use too much of DSA in your daily projects.
Hmm.
That is one thing. And after three yeah after 3 months of brush up, I again started like I started from after completing my 2 years of brush up. I mean 2 months of brush up. After that, I got 1 month to apply for the companies, and in the process, I applied for multiple product based companies. And I heard early from Paytm. I didn't heard from other companies. I got calls, but they were not scheduling interviews with me.
Hmm.
So only Paytm trusted me and did interview me. Like they scheduled an interview. Uh, I went through 3 rounds, two DSA and one HR round. In round one, they were asking about DSA. It is all about DSA. So everywhere you go as a fresher, you will see DSA. So in the round one, they asked 5 DSA questions, and then in the second round, some senior engineer came and she was asking me to design one project using LLD, basically design one project that is related to the interviewer and HR. Like she was asking me to develop a tool which helps HR to manage the interviews.
Hmm.
So that is one thing, and I was able to code that. After these 2 rounds, there was a HR round, which tests our work style and our this one. What is this package? Compensation discussion. After
Hmm.
that, I got into Paytm, and then I was in a probation for 6 months. Do you know what probation is?
No.
So probation is about like in 6 months they'll observe your performance. If they like your performance, they'll make you a full-time employee. Otherwise, they have the right to terminate you in that 6 months. So
Okay.
I was in probation period for 6 months. So every employee will be in probation period. Every employee, they
Hmm.
pass through this phase. After 6 months, they'll get into the full-time employee. So in those 6 months, I was not able to get the right project to me. I don't know why. I was able to get only bug fixes. I worked on them, and I didn't had much work at Amazon. So I spent a lot of time in preparing myself for the other companies, and I was not satisfied with the package too. So that's why I was thinking about switching jobs, and I was targeting to switch the job by April itself, because at that time, by that time, my 6 month probation will be completed. If I get job after April, I need to um, serve 3 months of notice period, otherwise 15 days of notice period, which is a big gap. So in that 6 months probation period itself, I targeted to join some other company with the better package. So we will all be in a misconception that we shouldn't quit any company inside 6 months or in 1 year. We should work in that particular company for 2 years. This is a misconception. Like if you have a valid reason to switch your company, whether you are not satisfied with the package or if you are not satisfied with the work culture or work, all of these are valid reasons, and you can explain to your next company why you are quitting the current company, right? So you should be able to explain what is making you uncomfortable in this particular company, and then they can understand and they'll hire you. If you are not able to explain what is the real problem in your current organization, which means that you are not facing any problem at that time, you don't have to switch any roles. Basically, it is not for time pass, right? It is for some cause. What is your cause? Find it and say it to the next HR, then they'll understand there is no problem in it. So that is a misconception. That is what I wanted to say. So after 6 months, I got in these 6 months, right, I applied for Amazon for 36 times for SD and system development engineer both. So yeah, I got called from for the software development engineer role, and then I told them to schedule the interviews, and then I attended the interviews, cracked them, and then got into Amazon. And before Amazon, I attended multiple companies, multiple interviews. At the Paytm time, I didn't hear back from the companies, but after having Amazon, after Paytm on my resume, I used to get lot of calls from the companies, and I used to attend a lot of interviews and learned a lot of things for myself. Like, mock interviews are very important. I used these interviews as mock interviews to my Amazon roadmap. So here I got rejected in multiple interviews, like around 6 interviews I got rejected, and learned new thing from every interview. So
Hmm.
after that, after getting rejected in 7 companies, I cracked this one, startup, Pluang. Pluang is the one, and this one, Airbus.
Yeah.
Airbus. These are the few companies which I cracked. Mm, I don't remember exactly what are the companies, but these two. After that, I even attended PayU. I cleared 2 rounds. After that, I faced some concept which I left in choice. For example, this one, try. They asked try in PayU interview. I left it for choice. Like, they won't ask me in this interview. Why would they ask? I completed all the concepts. I just left this try. Why would they ask this? But when I sat on the interview and they asked me try related question, I just quit it. So don't think like that. Anything can happen at any time. So always learn all the concepts related to DSA. Try is very important concept. So yeah,
Hmm. So
that's how it happened.
one thing, Deepika, which I noted here, ki people might think that you like after 3 4 rejection, they quit. Like they're like, and you got rejected 36 times. So how you motivate yourself, like after rejections, ki okay, let's try one more time.
Yeah, so it is not all about one approach you follow to crack the interviews or to get into a particular company. For example, you want to get into phone pay, for example, just an example. You dream to get into phone pay. At that time, you will try applying to the company first. If that rejects you in the application itself, you will go in the other path. Like, it is not the only path, right? How you interact with the company, you can also interact via the employee. Like, there is a referral kind of thing. So I always had a hope. I always had a thought that my resumes are worth shortlisting. So always make your resume reviewed by some senior. After that, get some feedback, rework on your resume, what needs to be done, and then ask for the referrals from multiple persons. Like, for example, if you got referral to one, like from one person, and she or he gave your resume to the HR, that HR might not feel that you are worthy to the company, and you will go to the another person and ask the referral for the another job role, and he will give your resume to the another HR. That HR may think that you are worthy of that company and may shortlist your resume. So anything can happen, right? You don't take chances. Your job is just to keep on trying. Selecting, getting selected or getting rejected is up to the destiny. It's fine. Whatever you gotta do, you should do.
Hmm.
That is it.
Okay. So
I always
Deepika,
use it to have the hope, and I use it to reach out to multiple employees of Amazon, which I collected the connections from my intern. I used to reach out to them and ask referrals from them. Yeah, I got many positive responses from many people, so I got referrals, and I'm always hopeful that I'll be attending the interviews. That's it.
okay,
Yeah.
so Deepika, tell us about your pay package, like how much you are getting, because a lot of viewers are here to hear this only. So tell us about that.
That is confidential, I can't tell, but when we were joining the intern, at that time they were offering some package, like if you get promoted to this particular role, you will get this much amount of package. And they published my photo, my college published my photo along with my package at the top in the website itself. So after that, so this is a lot of mess basically. So they published that photo and I got rejected, my PPO got rejected, and everything thought that it's a lie. So what's, oh god, that was very I mean, I got into depression because of that. The main cause is that. So yeah, um at the time they were offering the CTC of 35 lakh when I was in intern, and as a boomerang I got almost high, like bit high, 2x maybe, with my experience, with my 6 months of experience, I got 2x.
Hmm.
CTC,
Because
not LPA, it's CTC.
okay, Deepika. So
Hmm.
tell us like what resources you used for like your in your preparation. Like you use free resources, YouTube, or what resources basically you used.
I'm a self learner, so I used to spend some time on getting resources too. So here on LinkedIn, we have beautiful stuff, and you don't need any paid courses. In my LinkedIn, I'll promote paid courses, but that is only for the people who need help. Who doesn't need help? That you know, right? Whether you know help or not. If you need help, you will go to the paid courses. It is fine, it is completely fine, because I have one colleague who worked who joined the paid course scaler and got into Amazon. So it is not waste of money. Someone is helping you, someone is keeping their investing on something to help you, right? So it is completely worth it to take the paid courses, but I didn't take it. I used the online courses because I know I'll, after gradual learnings, I'll be better. That's what I thought. So from childhood itself I used to learn alone, so I don't think that I need some help or a paid course. So that's why I started collecting resources from online. This is the golden resource. GFG is a golden resource where you can learn theory along with problems. So always use GFG. And tutorials point, like I'm saying about the websites first, later on I'll jump into the YouTube channels. So, tutorials point, Take You Forward is the best website that I found, which helped me a lot. So, Take You Forward, big shout out to Raz Vikramaditya. And mm, this one for machine coding, uh, Work at Tech. Work at Tech, W3 schools, Java T Point. Yeah, pretty much these are the websites that I used. And in GFG, I use it to use the SD sheet too. It consists of, it covers all the concepts. It will make you exposed to all kind of patterns. So use SD sheet of GFG. That is a way big SD sheet compared to the other SD sheets in the market. You will get exposed to unique problems there. And coming to the YouTube channels, I used Abdul Berry sir's YouTube channel for learning time complexities, this one, algorithms, DA, design and analysis of algorithms. So for that, Abdul Berry sir, because of that channel, I got O in my DA subject. So O is the uh, top grade, right? So I got that because of Abdul Bari sir, and this is testimony. So next, Vikramaditya, Take You Forward YouTube channel, TechDose. Um, TechDose is another beautiful channel that I found. He is currently working as a software engineer at Google. His lectures are very nice. I forgot his name, but yeah, TechDose is a beautiful channel. And GFG has a YouTube channel too.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Jenny's lecture. Yeah, that is one more helpful YouTube channel. Yeah, I use these YouTube channels. And coming to the interview experiences, you can use GFG, Ambition Box, Glassdoor. I used these three before my interview, 3 days before my interview, and I use it to check my knowledge. How am I up to? I'm able to solve the problems if I face that particular problem in my interview. Yeah.
Hmm. So, what's your opinion on Love Bubbar courses and like Apna college?
I didn't get chance to explore them because I had enough content with these YouTube channels itself. I don't want to blow my mind with the with like these many amount of courses or these many amount of SD sheets. I don't want to burden my mind. So I got all the uh, like concepts covered with these YouTube channels. So I didn't get a chance to explore them. And I saw few videos, but I didn't get connected to them. So that's why I didn't go ahead with them. That's it is a personal opinion for each and everyone. If you
Yeah.
feel like if you are comfortable listening to their way of teaching, then you can use that YouTube channel to grow. But I was not that comfortable. Like I was not feeling like I'm learning something or I'm getting something from that. So it is a personal opinion. So yeah.
Hmm.
And
So,
coming to the Raj Vikramaditya's lectures, he'll go approach by approach, and he'll be cluster clear. Basically, if you are complete noob, then also you'll understand what he's saying. So I felt very comfortable with that. So I went ahead with it, and no other channels I used.
okay. So,
Yeah.
Deepika, looking back to your journey, like what mistakes you have done and you don't want your juniors will do that. So, if you have to summarize your mistakes, that okay, these things, if I have to go back and correct it, so what you will suggest to the juniors?
Yeah. So when you get some internship and someone is saying that you will get a PPO, may or may not get a PPO, don't blindly believe or don't blindly be in a self confidence that you will get PPO, but always apply for the other companies when you are interning. Don't lose that opportunity. Once that opportunity goes, you will not be able to get into that company again if your PPO gets rejected. So even though you're doing the internship, even though you're confident about your PPO, apply for the other companies and be safe. Yeah, that is one thing. That is the biggest regret I have. When I was interning, Walmart took the interviews. I didn't apply to Walmart, and my college mates two of my college mates got into Walmart, and I regret getting into it. It was offering 20 LPA at that time. So yeah, so that is one regret. Another regret is, as I said, always learn DSA along with CP. Don't just sit and blindly do CP, because without DSA, CP is nothing. You can't go ahead. You don't get ideas. So once you learn DSA and practice problems on DSA, then you will get good ideas. Then you will be able to solve more problems. So that is one thing. Don't forget DSA is one thing. And applying for the internship in the second year itself. When you are in second year itself, apply for the internship and try to get the internship. For girls, there are many opportunities from Adobe, which hires interns in the second year and gives PPO in final year after their final year gets completed. So there are many benefits like this. Always try to get internships in your second year itself, which also adds value to your resume if you have done any internship. Without any internship, I don't think your resume will get shortlisted. So yeah, always try to get good ranks in coding platforms, which will help you to get your resume shortlisted. The CP is only useful to get your resume shortlisted, and your DSA knowledge will help you to crack interviews. So always strive to get your place on the rank board in coding platforms. That is one thing. And development, don't waste too much of time in development. Just do one project which gives you all ideas about what is API, what is get, how do we call, how do we make calls from front end to back end. All of these cover in one project, and at least have two projects in your resume. You can do one from ML, one with ML, so you can have two projects in your resume. And other than that, yeah, that is it. And not
Okay.
knowing about LinkedIn, I was not knowing about LinkedIn till I apply for the companies, right? So know about LinkedIn, explore the opportunities and try for the opportunities.
Hmm. So that's so
Yeah.
awesome, Deepika. So, okay, tell us, Deepika, if someone is like late, like in second or third year, like he or she didn't do anything in first year or second year, and they started late, like in third year or in final year. So, if he or she wants to crack FAANG companies, so is it possible to crack that, or how much time is required to get good packages? If you are serious, like in late at least.
If you are serious, it depends on the IQ of a particular person, like how fast he can learn. But on an average, it takes 6 months to be completely able to solve a particular problem or to cover all the concepts in DSA. It takes 6 months if
Hmm.
you sit straight.
So I don't understand why a lot of people make courses around 3 to 4 months. Like you can crack Google or Microsoft within 3 to 4 months from scratch. Is it possible?
For someone it is possible, for someone it is not. If you have basic knowledge on coding and you can grasp whatever they say in their course early than the other people, so on an average it takes 6 months. If you are serious and if you keep if you have half of the knowledge and you just need a push, then it is possible. If you are starting from scratch and you are passionately doing day and night for 4 months, it is also possible. Why won't it be?
Hmm. Okay.
If you are passionate about solving problems, if you are if you have that burn inside, it always keep bring you to heights. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. So, Deepika, tell us about what's your parents' reaction when they get to know that, like you cracked the Amazon. So, what's your parents' reaction?
So whenever I first cracked it for my internship, they just smiled. Okay, oh, you got 35 lakhs, okay. That's what they said. After full time, after I got the full time SD role at Amazon, they were doubting it. Like, again, Amazon, it rejected you, right? Why are you joining Amazon again like that? Even though it is high package, they were not trusting Amazon. It may they thought it may revoke the offer again, like that. So I thought, like, let's go and give it a try again. It's fine even if something goes wrong. I'm passionate to contribute to Amazon because you'll get lot of opportunities to keep your hands or get your hands dirty on multiple technologies, basically. Yeah, you will get to learn many services from AWS. It is very beneficial to work in large organizations where you are serving millions of requests. You will learn a lot of challenges, like how to overcome these challenges like this. If, for example, if you get into a small company where it will serve only thousands or 10,000, like 10,000 kind of requests, then you will never come to know what are the challenges we face when we get bulk requests, right? It will be simple, and code optimization is also not needed. You can write the code in your convenience, whatever you want, to serve less number of traffic, right? If you have millions of traffic, you'll think of code optimization, how we can optimize the time to return this particular response to the client, like that. You will think a lot of things if you get exposed to millions of customers. So yeah, I always recommend you to target large companies. Large is not is what I mean by large is not big four. There are a lot of large companies out there which serves millions of customers. So get into those kind of companies, you will get to learn lot of things. I
Hmm.
don't regret to join Amazon. Even if they fire me, I'm fine with it. I just get learnings from them.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
That's so glad. So, Deepika, in your journey, like when you are practicing, then at sometimes like you stuck, like you when you are practicing problems, like coding problems or giving contests, then at some point you stuck, and a lot of people stuck at some point or not, like they are not getting the solution. So, how do you take back your mind and again solve that problem, or what to do when you stuck at problem?
Keep healthy competitions around you. In my case, what happened is, my friends, I said, right, I along with my friends used it to solve the problem. We used it to compete among ourselves who solves a particular problem first. So, if I solve a particular problem first, after the context, I'll explain them. If they solve the problem first, they'll explain me. If we all were not able to solve them, we go to the editorial and check the solution and explain among ourselves. We have six brains, right? Six brains. Even one brain can understand that particular editorial, what that editorial is saying, right? That person can explain all of us. So, like that, we use it to learn. So, I use it to practice problems in contests, like for example, I used to attend the 10-day challenge. In that 10-day challenge, there is a simple problem. For example, second problem will always be simple, right? So when I was in second year first sem, I was not that good at competitive programming, and I was not able to do even the second problem. So not every time in one contest I was not able to solve that particular second problem. I sat straight for full night for that second problem, and there were 100 possible inputs for that particular problem. I was giving all the possible means 100 inputs to check which case is failing in my code. So that passionate and obsessed I use it to be.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
So,
is an example. If the satisfaction you get after resolving that particular problem is something else,
yeah.
you should think of that satisfaction instead of the problem that you are facing right now. That is not the thing. The goal is the satisfaction that you get after solving this. Always try to always have the hunger to solve the problems. You are a good If you are a good problem solver, which means that you are a good software engineer, and companies will not never miss good software engineers. So yeah, be
Uh,
a good problem solver,
uh,
passionate problem solver.